Yeah! Woohoo! All right, yeah! Yeah! Boo! Fuck you! Get out of here! What the... Yeah! All right! Woohoo! I love that guy. No!
I missed an appointment, but I brought it back.
Yeah.
I missed the appointment, but I brought it back.
What's up, everyone? It's your favorite member of the Good Enough Podcast, Jake here. Just letting you guys know that my audio is messed up. It was recorded weird, so we had to use local audio. We bring it up in the episode that it sounds a little weird, and you'll see why, but I just want to give you a formal apology. That is my bad. Well, technically, it's this thing's bad. I gotta break this and use it for parts. Enjoy the show, everyone.
Hello, the lights. Shut on the lights and suck on penis. I let go his balls and then I touch on his dick.
Oh, run it back. What is this, a Jay Electronica verse? What the fuck?
No name. Whoa. You guys want to talk about that?
I actually haven't listened to it.
All right, well, you shouldn't.
I saw the OK's computer meme about it, where it was like the average Jay Electronica concert. It was just like a screenshot from Hitler's speeches, and I'm like, whoa, okay.
I had a
You must have said some shit.
I had a tweet that kind of went not viral, but it was
popped off.
It had like 700 likes on it, and I said Jay Electronica on that new No Name album, and it was a clip from Breaking Bad where Walter White goes, "Because you didn't follow my instructions," and then Jesse goes, "Oh well, hi
Hitler,"
and then it cuts off. But
Jay Electronica, he's an interesting case. That's about as far as I'm going to touch that. Open the show, everyone.
He just said some bad things about our good friend Jackson that I'm not happy with. What? Jackson's Jewish. I can say that.
Friend Jackson. He called him out too. Jackson Burns, Good Enough Podcast. Fuck him.
What if he was like, as we all know, Jackson Burns, he Jewish.
Arguably the worst part of the Good Enough Podcast.
Arguably the worst part, Jackson Burns, who couldn't even make it today.
Every time I bring up Tiffany, okay, I said that in the wrong order. Every time I bring up Jackson to Tiffany, she always finishes him like, blah, blah. And she's like, oh, the worst part of the Good Enough Podcast?
Hell yeah.
I'm so glad. I've trained her. Same with Better Jackson. Like, that's just...
Well, we trained Jackson. We trained
Jackson. He's the worst part.
Yeah, Better Jackson.
Yeah. So in the Good Enough lexicon, what's the canon reason for him not being here?
Jackson?
Yeah, what's the canon reason for episode 2, whatever the fuck, 223, I think?
Killed himself.
Why is he... Yeah, sure, there you go. He listened to the Jay Electronica verse, he's like, fuck.
Jay Electronica killed him, that's what happened.
There you go.
Jay Electronica killed him, and then it's like a cover-up where Jay Electronica killed him, and then he made it look like Jackson
that verse,
did it.
Bro. Sorry, I take that back. I actually haven't listened to it. I don't know what he said, but I'm sure it's bad.
It's bad. He essentially declares war against the Jewish race.
Gulp.
Yeah.
Things that happen. That.
Talk about
fuck
awkward.
a Rothschild.
What?
He fucked a Rothschild, like the super high up like bank people, like the Rothschild bank. He had an affair with like one of them. Like Jay Electronica, he's a journeyman.
What if she like? I'm assuming it was a woman. Yeah. But what if like she was like he felt betrayed by her, and then that started his anti-Semitic arc?
I don't know. I don't know if anyone watches Trap Lore Ross. He has a pretty good video, just like kind of talking about Jay Electronica. Trap Lore Ross, Lore.
I thought you said Trap Lore.
You've never heard of Trap Lore Ross?
No.
Oh, dude, I love Trap Lore Ross.
Is he a YouTuber?
He's a British YouTuber, and he talks about like hip hop. He's more like a video essay guy. He kind of did like shorter ones, kind of like Patrick CC, I guess, but like a bit more, personality. Didn't hear it from me.
Patrick CC is just like he watched one Sunny V2 video and was like, "What if I wasn't transphobic?" And then then that was his channel.
So it's Sunny V3.
Yeah.
Booyah! That's called a joke, ladies and gentlemen.
Sunny
But
V2
yeah,
maybe makes. I know we're like past this point. We're like we don't even think about Sunny V2 anymore. But he makes. I genuinely don't understand people who like find this stuff entertaining. Like his 3 days ago, Sunny V2 uploaded how X Factor destroyed a contestant's entire life. I'm not watching that fucking video.
I've never watched a single Sunny V2 video. Not to say like I'm cool or anything like that. I guess he didn't pop up in my sub box or something. I just never
Awful
really
TikTok
got him.
family is making millions by lying about height. Okay.
Hell yeah, dude.
This one, I like this one. It says, why you don't hear from popular MMOs anymore. And it's like a really shitty thumbnail where it's just a photo of popular MMO's face, like cartoonized, or like it just, like he put it through some
Yeah, it's
face
like a
filter.
cartoon drawing.
Yeah, and then he's in a jumpsuit. And then right next to that, next to his face and him in a jumpsuit, in big, bold orange letters, it just says jail, period.
Jail, period. Speaking of Sunny V2, Luke, make sure you don't react to his content, whatever you do. What do you think of the news, Luke? People are getting hot water raked over the coals.
Didn't we talk about this last time?
No, we haven't recorded in 2 weeks.
Oh, fuck, you're so
No.
right.
Yeah, we did, yeah.
We talked
We can
about
talk
it
about
briefly, but we can talk about it again.
More has
That's what we do. We
unfolded.
recycle content here. It's okay.
Yeah, more has unfolded because XQC went on the H3 podcast and like fumbled. I'm sorry.
Oh
but
no,
did.
oh my god, dude.
Brother folded. I'm sorry, but like he folded.
So here's my thoughts and feelings about it. Also, my fan is still on. I'm gonna leave it on because I just don't fucking care.
You just hate the fans, I guess.
Yeah, I do.
The viewers. I said fans, and I was like, well, you already said fans, so you could be thinking I'm talking about actual ceiling fans, but no, I'm talking about the viewers.
No, yeah. I hate you guys. Actually, I secretly hate
fans,
you all,
man. It's always too cold when you turn them on.
But
cold, man.
What do you do when you go take a shit? You turn on the lights. What is it? What was it? What do you turn on when you take a shit? The lights?
Yeah, what do you turn on when you take a shit? Because it's funny because it implies it's like a step. Like, don't forget to turn on the lights. Like, all right, continue.
Here's my thoughts and opinions on it. Hold on.
That's the sound effect for you.
Dude, XQC's a dumbass. Here's my thoughts. It's that reactions are a little weird because they have to be transformative. I think that's something people don't understand. When people on Twitter are like, man, Jinx would have survived today, like reacting to content. Like, it's a damn shame what happened to Jinx. And like everyone's like, Jinx was goated. Like, he was misunderstood.
Okay, no, let's relax.
No,
I think we're going
wasn't.
a little too far.
No, he fucking wasn't.
Goated.
Jinx,
let's relax.
I'm sorry. I'm not saying Jinx is a bad person. I'm just saying Jinx fucking sat there and didn't say shit. He's doing what XQC does now.
Yeah. I wouldn't say he's goated. I think he was just ahead of his time, like with what's going on now.
You could say he was ahead of his time, but it doesn't mean it was good. You know?
No, it's not good. But he was definitely ahead of his time in that era. But it's just, it's really fucking.
But that's the thing is like your content must be transformative. That's why people never got mad at like H3 back in the day whenever he reaced to stuff. And
that's why he won his court case.
Yeah, exactly.
Because the judge ruled in writing it was transformative.
Yeah. And even to a point, and this is where some people might get mad at me, but even to a certain extent, like I would say Hassan is almost fine. Because even though
he catch him at the right time.
Yeah, he has moments where, of course, he does step away and it's his fucking chair on the stream. Well, we've made that joke on the podcast.
That was an episode, yeah.
Yeah, that was a whole episode where he was reacting to our stream. Podcast. Yeah, but
hindsight, pretty good joke.
But, but here's the thing: is that a lot of the time with like his reactions, like whenever you don't catch him, he is pausing or like he's talking to his chat, watching it actively. And especially whenever it's something about politics, which is like his main thing, like he always will be like adding something.
Yeah, he'll pause and then rant about it. Yeah.
But the people who like re-upload like the full reactions onto like YouTube and then they'll be like, Hassan is doing this shit. That's not him. That's like fan channels that do that. Like fan channels upload the full reactions. So like it'd be different if like Hassan uploaded those. Which XQC does. XQC does upload those full reactions with no edits, you know,
Well,
and that's
it's
where it's bad.
we're in a fascinating point right here because I am actually personally connected to this because I was reacted. XQC reacted to my videos on stream. You remember?
Oh, you're
He
fucking
reacted
Playboy
to Playboy
Cardi.
Cardi merch speedrun.
He
Yeah. So
did.
I'm in a position where XQC reacted to me, and no, he did not reach out and ask me if he could. Put to bed.
So
Booyah.
Jake is fucking pissed and hates XQC.
Pissed. Hate XQC. Well, because it was the Vince Vintage thing. That's the name that's going around. Because like everyone's like, oh, Vince. He was reacting to Vince Vintage, and like, oh, did he ask for permission to do it? And I'm like, oh, Vince Vintage. Why is that name familiar? And then I look on my Instagram following. I'm like, oh fuck, we follow each other, and like we've
Really?
like been friendly. Yeah.
That's kind of
And
cool.
I shot my shot.
Do you want to say who? Do you want to say who followed you recently?
Oh yeah, that's public. Pinely followed me on Instagram, which is big. Like not just like a YouTube
Pinely
thing, but,
makes
like,
good fucking videos.
Pinely makes good videos.
I think I've shouted out Pinely on the podcast before. Pinely,
Pinely's
this is your invitation. Please
Yeah,
come on the
invitation
Good
to
Enough
come on, bro.
podcast. We can talk about balls.
Well, I shot my shot at Vince Vintage and it did not go well.
What did he say?
And I messaged him. I was like, "Hey, can I react to your content?" He didn't answer. Bad joke in the but I mean, hey, it was funny. I did it. But yeah, so I'm personally involved in this. I have some weight in the game because I've been reacting to XQC. Did he upload that? What was that VOD from? I'm curious. Now I want to look into this.
I can just look up XQC Playboy Cardi speedrun.
Okay. Because I'm curious, did he make content out of me? Did he make money off of that video?
He probably made. Yeah, here it is. 2 years ago, some guy reacted to it. It was never uploaded by XQC though. It was uploaded by this guy named Yo.
Okay, so all right. Playboy Cardi merch speed and run.
This is from 2 years
Oh
ago.
yeah. You're right. Okay, so he's in the clear for now.
He
Yo
did think
made
it was
5,000.
funny, and the whole chat did Omega lols.
They're Omega Law, and I'll take it, man. That's pretty good for me. The thing I made legitimately in 15 minutes when I was drunk. I was like, yeah,
Hey, but I mean, that was a pretty fire meme. That's pretty epic.
where most of my videos come from, just fucked up. I'm like, yeah.
Speaking of your videos, Jake, your videos have been kind of popping off lately.
I've been doing pretty okay. I just dropped a new one, and it's not doing fantastic. And everyone's favorite thing is to tell me I misspelled the title. You guys need to fucking relax. Good lord. Oh my god. That's what happened.
Did you actually misspell the title?
I didn't misspell it, but like I was doing it quickly. The original title of the video was in quotes. It was like auto-tune was the worst thing that happened to music. And then I changed it and I was like, oh, I'll change it to was auto-tune the worst thing that happened to music? Question mark. And then I forgot the second was, so the title read was auto-tune was the worst thing that happened to music. So there was a was twice.
Oh, so that's
The
what a
amount
top
of-
comment says. Had
The
a
amount of
stroke reading the
fucking
title.
people. Oh my
Had
god.
a stroke
like,
reading the title. That's
yeah,
fine.
everyone's just like, oh my god. And
I know the one about fucking DJ Roswell did pretty damn good.
DJ Roswell's doing really well. That's what I've learned. Ready? I've learned I can't hop on trends. Like when I think in my head, I'm like, oh, I got to make this video because this album's hot. It's gonna get me a lot of views. I can't do that because it does not work. I'm not doing that anymore. I need to sit on a topic. I need to find like the more obscure it is, like the better it does. Like which is weird. Like,
Yeah.
Caretaker, How to Disappear Completely, DJ Roswell. Like that's the fucking. I'm cracking the code slowly but surely.
Well, that's what you just need to do. But also, if
Yeah.
you don't want to make those videos, then don't force
You
yourself.
know, I want to, but I just in my head, it's this weird balancing act of like making up to date stuff, but also making stuff that like I enjoy. I'm on a
Oh,
weird
yeah.
balancing act.
That's totally fair. I'm actually I made it. I mean, obviously I made that music video, but I'm working on an update video right now, which it won't be a real thing, but I'm gonna make it like it's not just gonna be a video where I'm just sitting there and I say updates.
Hey guys.
Yeah, like I'm
Welcome
gonna
to the
make it.
channel.
I'm gonna
It's
make
been
it
a while
kind of
since you've
fun.
seen.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it kind of fun. Like I'll be saying some jokes and I'll be like doing a bit here and there and stuff like
And
that.
hollering.
But it will be an update video. So
Do you have a planned date on that?
no, I mean I was gonna work on it this week whenever I was free from work, but that'll be on Patreon first for like a week and then it'll go public. So
I'm on Patreon. Hey, that's me. I was actually
I'm
gonna do a Patreon video of like my set that I have right now because it is.
You
Just,
should. I love.
it
That's
is
my favorite. Those are my
ridiculous.
favorite fucking YouTube videos in the whole world, and that's not even a joke. I love when YouTubers make videos where it's like, "This is my setup," or like, "This is how I edit a video." I love that
It's
shit.
ridiculous what my set looks like right now. Like the amount of shit that's on my desk, like like people who've come down and they mention this, they're like, "There's so much shit on your desk, clean it." And I'm like, "But I need everything that's on. It is such a small desk. I need everything that's on here. Like it's crazy. I might have like I don't know Tiffany or someone like be my camera guy as I just walk around and like it's small. It's a small area, but I think that'd be a cool little Patreon video. Patreon's been doing very well, by the way, for a bucket of Jake. I've gotten like 4 new patrons in the past like month.
Oh,
So keep that up.
Speaking
But also the Good Enough
podcast Patreon. Yeah,
We're
Jake, you want to tell us?
so
You want
back.
to tell us all about it? Want to tell us all about
Dude,
it?
oh my God, I'd love to. What can't you do with a Good Enough podcast? Make Jay Electronica not anti-Semitic. That's like maybe one of the things you can't do on it. But one of the things you can do is what we do is when you subscribe to the Good Enough podcast, you don't, not only do you get this episode, the one you're watching right now, early on Patreon, but you get a second
You
one.
get a second one. That's 2.
Bisexual.
That's almost 3, but it's not enough, so it's only 2.
Bisexual 2 episodes, a bonus. And what are we
Bisexual.
doing that bonus, Luke?
That means 2.
What are we doing that bonus?
But what else?
What are we doing the bonus, Luke?
We do book club. We do book club.
What does that mean?
We listen to music and shit that you recommend, and also we recommend. It's fucking insane. We lose our fucking. We whip our dicks out and shit. And we
All
come
of
on
our
screen.
patrons. We recommend an album. I mean, no, we recommend songs. Us 3, me, Luke, and Jackson, and then one of the patrons gets picked, and then we all review each song, and then we pick a for next one. So it's like you listen to a bunch of songs, and you come back and you hear us talk about them.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Kinda cool, actually.
And there's a Discord and yeah, and a bunch of other stuff. Yeah.
Honestly, there are some podcasts or like I guess podcast Patreons where it's like, yeah, the bonus is the Patreon is just like you get the podcast early. That's
it. Yeah.
I'd like to think we go above and beyond, not just stroking
We
our
do.
own dicks, but I like to make sure patrons are like chock full of content. I think we're pretty chock full of content. We got all this.
I
we got
agree. There's
early
like there's
bonus,
multiple days worth of content
Yes.
on our.
early bonus book clubs. That's the interaction, and we are actually working on getting back LPs, which is
No, yeah, we're
instead
we're
of the book
planning
club,
on
it's an
we're planning on
album that we
having
listen to together.
we're planning on having
Live.
a meeting once we all have consistent schedules. Jackson, anyway,
Jackson,
Um,
when
but
Jay Electronica decides to not unkill Jackson.
yeah, but we are working on having a meeting, and then we'll have a full schedule for like recording and all that shit. We got it figured out, guys. And if
working
that
on it,
wasn't
man.
enough to convince you, I'm bringing it back, guys. We are 4 people away from passing
shit. I
Tobuscus.
thought you were gonna say the Minecraft thing.
No. We have 11. We have 11 patrons right now. We need 4 to match Tobuscus. I lied. Tobuscus has 15. We have 11.
huge.
We could pass him up, and then we could brag about it and be like, we have more patrons than Toby Game Highlights. Got it.
Toby Game Highlights.
Toby Game Highlights.
Literally true. That'd be kind of lit. I have more than Tobuscus, which is kind of nice. But
You do.
I kind of want to push Patreon kind of hard because I mean, like the well, how do I want to put this? Like
Patreon is cool. This is outside of Patreon ad moment. This is just us talking about Patreon in general now. This is a topic.
the confidence boost you must get as a creator to have like best case scenario, like thousands of people just be like, yeah, I want to support you monetarily to make what you do like a full-time thing. Like that's like it's kind of magical
cool.
in a way.
It is cool. And
Like-
I think it's extra cool too because it's like there's so many content creators that like without Patreon would not be able to do YouTube full time. Like they are smaller creators, but because people support them on Patreon, like they're just able to. This is not even an ad to say like do it for us. I'm just saying it's cool.
I mean, it would be nice, yeah.
it's
like
nice, but also
like-
that's your decision.
I keep going back to when Jackson was talking about Ro Ramden, where Roran was like, I can from Patreon, I am able to quit my job and do this full time. Like that's like I'm so happy for them. Like that's awesome. Like that's
Yeah.
incredible.
That is cool.
Like, goddamn, I'm black pilled right now, guys. I gotta.
You
Look
want
at
to
the
talk
bright
about it?
side
Do you want
thing.
to talk about you learning how
It's
life actually
just
works?
it's just we're in a shitty spot right now in the world, and it's all hitting me at once, and I'm just like I'm going through it right now. Honestly, holy fuck, came in my nose.
All right,
That's
some
all. That's honestly all I got right now.
but behind the scenes content right here, for whatever reason, Jake over Discord sounds like he has a
Oh yeah,
low pitch filter
my
that you can't hear. Actually, Jake, can you edit it to where they can hear it normally right at this
I
part?
can't do
All right,
that.
then
You
that's fine.
gotta.
That's fine.
Oh well.
If you don't want to, it's okay.
All right. If I'm feeling crazy, then this is what my voice actually sounds like.
Yeah.
As Luke is hearing it.
Jake's
Now we're back.
Yeah,
That's what it
Jake's
sounds like.
voice sounds fucked up for me.
If
And
nothing
so
happens, then fuck you guys.
that
I don't
burp
care.
sounded crazy. That burp sounded absolutely nuts. It was like
Dude, it's all the Mountain Dew Zero Sugar I've been drinking. All this aspartame that's clogging my arteries and slowly killing me.
when
But
do you
goddamn, is
think
it delicious?
when do you think Mountain Dew will release the estrogen drink?
Isn't that Code Red? Isn't that how are we already
No,
there?
it's not. They Code
Fuck.
Red. Code Red is actually where you get Sigma pilled. It's where you
Sick
gr-
Phil.
it's where you grow a jawline and I don't know, hate women.
I'm like Dream right now.
You look like that one photo of Germa when you do that. You know what I'm talking about?
Dude, it
The
fucking
greedy
so funny, bro.
grinner.
The greedy grinner. Dream, put on the mask. Put it back on. How are we gonna cope with this?
Dude, my chin looks crazy.
Luke,
What
it's
the
been
fuck
long
is
enough.
happening? Yeah.
It's been long enough. Can we finally admit Utopia's aged like fine wine? Can we admit it? Like, it's a classic.
Dude,
it's a classic. Bro.
that you
Literally classic.
You ask that like a hip hop Twitter account talking about
Yeah,
the
literally.
worst album of all time. Like they'll be like, "Can we finally admit that honestly
Finally admit.
Nevermind is a great album?" It's like, "No, fuck you. It's terrible."
Someone, what was it? I saw someone post about it on like Little Uzi when fucking what's it called dropped when Pink Tape dropped, and everyone was like, "Can we finally admit that this thing's fucking awesome?" It's been like a month.
Is it safe to say that this album's a classic? It's been a week.
To say that Travis Scott went off
Is it?
in Circus Maximus, Rome, Italy.
Is it safe to say that Travis Scott made me fucking shit my pants when Sirens came on?
But they cut out the Drake part. That's the only good part about that song.
Wait,
man.
did they cut it out?
No, I'm in this fake reality.
Oh,
This fake reality we're creating. You know what they didn't cut out?
what?
Banging David Bowie Vaporwave Man. Fuck George Clanton.
Did you finally listen to it?
I listened to
Well, now we can talk about it more in depth.
Ooh Rap I Yah.
Ooh Rap
Ooh Rap I Yah.
Ooh Rap I Yah. I like that song.
It's pretty good. It's shocker.
How are you feeling? All right. For context, we both have listened to Slide, right?
Yes.
What do you think of Slide?
Slide has some very good songs. I think it's a better cohesive listen with more bangers. Actually, no, I take that back. I think it has more individual bangers, whereas Ooh Rap I Yah is a better cohesive album.
I think Slide is the better album, but also I had more time for it to grow on me, and I
agree with that. Take.
I think Slide is just like crazy. Like I started listening to that this summer, and like, dude, that's like one of my favorite electronic albums I've ever heard. Like, it's fucking awesome.
Really?
Dude, it's sick. Like, every single song on that.
But
Ooh Rap I Yah is a really good follow-up. And I would say lives up to the hype. Yeah, the Slide record. I'm about to buy. I'm gonna buy a Slide record here soon. Is it the
Dude,
one
there's
that's
so
blue?
many, bro. Man.
Yeah, they're still like available, like to buy.
Well, it's because George Clanton runs 100% Electronica, and he presses the records, so he's making sure. Like, Ooh Rap I Yah is probably going to be in stores for going to be online for the next 15 years.
Yeah,
Like as long as George Clanton runs 100% Electronica,
because he wants his music to be out.
I remember now. It's Sherbert, I think.
Oh, is it like blue and? Oh, that's cool. See the pressing. That's a sick pressing. See, the pressing that I saw was kind of like a splatter blue and white, kind of. which is probably what I'll end up getting. But yeah, point is, Slide's a great album, and he had a lot to follow up with Ooh Rap I Yah, and I think that he... I don't think he passed up Slide, but I definitely think he met my expectations for a great album.
I'm looking at Slide right now, and it is actually kind of a banger. Like, I'm looking at the track list, and there's a lot of bangers on here.
Dude, there's
A lot of
not one
bangers.
song on Slide I don't like. Not one.
Make It Forever, Tie Me Down, Dumb.
Dumb is so...
You Lost Me
I
There,
feel dumb.
Encore. Like, there's a lot.
And then the synth goes...
Yeah, George Clan's pretty damn good. I will say some of the standouts for me on Ooh Rap I Yah. I mean, already talked about it, but I've Been Young, kind of a banger, bro.
I've Been Young, still my favorite song of the whole year. And if you would
listening
like
to
to
it
see our
Tiffany.
in-depth review of that, it's on the Patreon from last
Patreon,
week.
baby. Patreon, baby, from last week. I was listening to it with Tiffany, and we are just because I was like, oh, I have Patreon albums to listen to. Let's listen to them together. And I listened to a few albums, and then in between, I was just playing some George Clan. And she was like, "Oh, this is actually really good." Like,
That's the
is this like
thing.
one of the-
That's the thing.
It's like
with
an older
George-
track, and I'm like, "Nah, this
Yeah,
came out
that's the
this
thing
year."
with George Clanton is that he even though it is electronic and it's like definitely like vaporwave like inspired, it's still like at the end of the day, it's still like pop music. Like I feel like anyone could vibe.
Yeah,
with it.
now he's like George Clan's found this weird like kind of middle ground between vaporwave and like traditional like alt pop, which is like that's kind of what makes him so interesting from like regular pop releases or regular just like vaporwave releases, because he's found this like middle ground between the both where he's still the vaporwave David Bowie or whatever the fuck Fantano called him, and he's also kind of just like a nostalgic pop star thing. So like he's kind of found that middle ground pretty well. But yeah, fuck, what was that song called? I've Been Young, banger. I've Been Young is a banger. I really like the song Punching Down. I think the beginning that
I don't know what he
I
says.
love.
I don't know what he
Me
says,
neither.
but
I remember the one. I'm gonna say it. Sorry, guys. I remember listening to Super Mega Cast, and they had George Clanton on because George Clanton was good friends with Matt Watson at the time.
yeah,
I don't know what the relationship is like now, but they talked because Matt Watson loves George Clanton, and he was talking about it. It was George Clanton and Neggy Gemmy or Negative Gemini, whatever the fuck they were going by at the time. But they asked like, "Oh, how do you come up with lyrics?" And he's like, "Oh, what I say is barely lyrics. Like I'm just literally like, we could convene and make it forever." He's like, "I just made that shit up. I don't know what that says." And I'm
we
like,
can convene.
fuck
and
yeah,
make
dude.
it forever.
He's like, what do you mean make it convene? That doesn't even make any sense. So like, I wouldn't be surprised if some of these were like literally first takes, but he's mastered the vibe of just like getting the melody down, and the words just kind of don't really matter. That's kind of like Vaporwave 101,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think the beginning of this album is like the first like 4 tracks on here from like Everything I Want is a great first song.
I'm looking, hang on.
Justify Your Life, Punching Down, and I've Been Young. That run of tracks is crazy. And then around the middle, I feel like it kind of dips down a tiny bit. You Hold the Key and I Found It is pretty sick, but it's slower. Like it's definitely the calm down track. And then Vapor King and Subreal are like alright, they're alright. And then Fuck Up My Life or whatever, FUML. What do you think about that, Jake?
That's the best song on the album.
You think so?
It's the best song on the album.
It's really good. It hasn't quite grown on me yet, but it's really good. I do really like it. What do you like about it so much?
I'm fucking up my life.
I like
That's
the part
just
where
like
Neggy Jimmy in the background goes,
love that that's what it takes to get a feature credit nowadays.
well, that's
Like
what the
a pretty
fucking Hatchie feature at the end of For
Yeah,
You I
literally.
Will. It's just them going, yeah. That was just the whole feature.
I like it. It's more scattered for me. I think it's gonna take a little more to just like for me to fall in love with. But so far the list is "Fucking Up My Life." That's my favorite song. Well, I've Been Young. It's kind of a tie right now. "Punching Down" is a really good song. "Everything I Want." You Hold the Key and I Found It.
That song's
I really like.
sick. It's just more of a calm down track.
I like that it's like almost ambient in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like ambient, and then it transitions like those vaporwave slow down drums. And "For You I Will," I'm a big fan of. So yeah,
I think the
I'm definitely
last
rocking
two,
with
I
it.
think the title track and For You I Will are like some of the best songs on the whole album. Like it's fucking awesome. For you I will probably has the best drop on the whole album, probably. Like those drums are so heavy on that song.
George Clanton definitely knows what he's doing because after Slide, he made the duo album with Nick Hexum of 311, and I was just kind of like, it's like, eh. And then, fucking what's it called? Ooh Rap I Yah, terrible name, but actually pretty good album. So I think this is a nice kind of return to form.
You rocking
for
with the
Dave
cover,
King.
the clay cover?
I do like the clay cover, yeah.
I think
like
it's
it.
sick. I really
I
like it
the
actually.
colors too. Jack said he didn't like the colors. I think it's dripping. I think it's nice.
Orange and blue, that's a good color palette. I like it.
I think it looks nice.
I think George Clanton, for the most part, has pretty awesome album covers. Like 100% Electronica is a great cover.
What, him and with the phone?
Yeah.
No, come on.
That's a good cover.
Nah.
You're just like, it's lazy.
Nah.
Slide's a great cover.
Yeah, Slide's good.
And then Ooh Rap I Yah is a great cover as well.
Ooh Rap I
Ooh Rap I Yah.
That's what it sounds like.
It's definitely very, like, when you look at it, you're like, damn, I know what this is. That's how you know you're making a good album cover, baby. But yeah, so listen to that. You listen to anything else, Luke?
I'm gonna be so real. I've been mainly listening to that album. I've also been listening to Space Heavy. I've been listening to it a bit more as of late.
Interesting. Cool.
I think there's certain songs that have grown on me a lot. Like for example, Tortoise of Independency, Empty Stomach. You hate that song?
No. Pink Shell or whatever the fuck it was called.
The one that starts off bum 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 bum
Yes,
bum.
Ina's
No,
new
it was
song,
not
yeah.
that one. It was not that one. It was the stretch of Tortoise of Independency into Empty Stomach Space Cadet into Flimsy. Like those three songs in a row are fucking awesome.
Yeah, they're really
Hamburger Phobia has some great drums.
Hamburger Phobia is good. Yeah.
And I like From the Swamp a lot. From the Swamp is really sick.
From the Swamp. Like Shrek.
Like
Luke,
Shrek.
I'm officially on it, man. At first, I was not rocking with it, but now I'm kind of hype. The Arms new album, I'm kind of fucking excited for.
Really?
It, dude. I actually am. The first track, Sport of Form, I was kind of iffy on, but the more I listened to it, I'm like, oh, okay, this is kind of sick. Like, it got better the more I listened to it. And then they dropped Everything Glitters, and I'm like, this is just like a pop punk rock song. And I'm like, oh, it's kind of cringe. But then the more I listen to it, I'm like, fuck, it's good. I keep listening to it. And then Liar 2 came out, which is like, they have one song called Liar, and it's before they like went ultra pop or whatever the fuck. So it's like the super like hard compressed like hardcore punk, and they're dropping like, oh, this is our hardest song we've ever done. I'm like, oh my god, this is gonna be crazy. And then it's just kind of like a really good pop rock song. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what is happening? And then someone who follows me, they sent me an article where it's like they're doing an interview and they're like, yeah, the Armed is trying to find a way to make stadium rock cool again. And I'm like, what the fuck? That's a really weird thing to say. So I feel like people aren't gonna fuck with this, but I'm looking on Rate Your Music and people are really kind of digging the new direction. And I'm like, really? I thought they'd hate it because like they were already kind of whining when they went ultra pop, and now this is like arguably more poppy than ultra pop.
Ultra pop is kind of a weird, like, people just, I know you are gonna make fun of me when I say this, but it literally is like the mixing album for me. Like, I think the mixing on that album is atrocious.
Well, then you're really gonna like the new one because the mixing is like the vocals are like front and center on this. Like it's honestly kind of good because I do really like the lead vocalists that they have. Like I think they're both really good vocalists. So they're kind of in front of the mix now. So, you know, cut back to this in like a month and a half when it comes out, and then I'm like, oh, this actually sucks. But I'm kind of excited. Shame the album cover is so shitty. I hate the album cover. I literally despise it.
Do you know it's the worst album cover of the whole year though?
What?
The worst one of the whole year. The fucking No Name album. Not to bring back Jay Electronica. That album cover? Guys, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this shit?
I disagree.
Do you like it?
I do like it, yeah.
You're fucking
really
crazy.
like
this shit looks atrocious.
No, I like it. I like it a lot, actually.
It's like, I don't even know how to describe it because it, like, I don't think it's AI, but it looks like
I don't think it's AI either. I think it's just like this weird camera trick. I like it, actually.
I fucking despise it. I think it's not only is it bad, but I think No Name is so fucking annoying. I could finally say that. Guys, I've never really fucked with No Name's music. I'm not even gonna lie.
I've never listened to No Name.
I
The
think
only thing I
it's
know
like
about No
conscious. It's
Name,
like conscious hip hop, and I think for the most
yeah,
part,
like I
like
saw the feature
it's
list. I saw the Jay Electronica.
it,
Billy Woods is on it, so
it's
I'm like, yeah.
decent. I just don't think like, at least for me, I've never been like, I don't think like her lyrics are pretty good. Like her lyrics. We're not talking about Jay Electronica, but like what she normally has to rap about, like she's pretty good. I just don't think she has like the. I don't know. It's kind of weird to say because I've not really seen any live performances or anything like that. But like her presence, like her own presence on her albums, I don't think she has a very like engaging delivery. It's very like pretentious art student conscious hip hop, which I don't know. It feels more like I'm reading a book than like I'm like is that weird?
Reading.
Like
I've never listened to her music, so I literally have no dog in this
like
fight.
I don't know. And maybe it's not for me. I know she hates white people, so
I was gonna say the only thing I know about No Name is when the controversy came out about her saying like I don't want white people coming to my shows anymore and I'm gonna quit music because of it. That's literally the only thing I know about No Name.
yeah.
And like that one album cover that she had with like it was like cartoon or something because like that was like all over Pinterest like best album cover of the year.
The album
And I'm
cover
like,
is pretty
"It's good."
awesome. Wait, this one?
It's like
This one?
the yes, that's like that was like the Pinterest like I don't know what this music sounds like, but this album cover's dope, and I agree, it's a fantastic album cover.
It is an awesome cover.
Yeah, all I really know that's really all I know about No Name, and I saw that No Name dropped an album, and I saw the cover, and I was like, that's kind of bizarre.
I
And
don't know.
saw
I'm
Jay
just
Electronica in 2023. I'm like, oh,
it's not really my cup of tea, but I understand people who like it. Maybe not so much this new album, but yeah,
have you
I
listened to the
think
new
No
album?
Name in recent memory has been pretty unsufferable. I'll just say that because she put out
don't
an
follow, unfortunately.
apology about the Jay Electronica verse where she said, "I'm not anti-Semitic, but it's his verse and I'm going to let him say whatever he wants to say. Don't get mad at me. Don't listen to my music if you are mad about this." Which that's not the fucking point.
That's
the point
a
is
fascinating take.
the point is
That's
that it's
fascinating.
your album. It's your choice to
and you gave him
include.
green light.
Yeah, you gave him the like. You listened to that. That was supposed to be the lead single. Was the song with him on it? Yeah. And then she was like, "I'm not gonna drop a single. I'm gonna drop the album as a whole." And then she released it, and then people were like, "Oh my god, this was supposed to be the lead fucking single."
Jay Electronica, what have you done? I will say though, I'm not saying anything about the man as a person. I think the name Jay Electronica is like one of the coolest names of all time.
Oh, it's a cool name. It's a cool name.
Jay Electronica is so fucking cool. In a different life, in the good timeline, I would have been the one to come up with the name Jay Electronica. That is such a cool fucking name. I think it's so sick.
But instead of
'Cause
J, as in JAY, it'd be just the letter J, and it'd be Jake Electronica.
it could be Jay Electric. It could be JAY Electronica. I wouldn't. I'd make some moves in the tech industry. But yeah, that's your white man complains about anti-Semitism. See, you thought I was gonna go somewhere else. Gotcha. That's called a flip around, reverse it, baby.
That's called a.
Called a. I listened to J. Paul's album, the Leak 0413. Have you ever listened? Yeah. Have you ever listened to J. Paul?
I have heard so many things about J. Paul. I know people fucking love J. Paul. I have not heard one single thing by him.
I'm kind of in the same boat as you were, because like the only thing I knew about J. Paul was the story of how this album was released.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, that's kind of fucked up. But I remember people slobbing on J. Paul. I'm like, damn, this kid must have some shit. Like when he was in Atlanta, like people were going crazy. I don't watch Atlanta. I'm sure it's fantastic, but like everyone when that happened was like I almost said Jay Electronica. Fucking hell, J. Paul is in fucking Atlanta, and everyone's going crazy. I'm like, damn, the hype around this guy is crazy. And then I listened to the album, and I kind of get it.
Is it really that good?
It's really fucking good. It's like
it's nuts because people say it's so amazing, and it's not even like finished. Like he released it as it was leaked.
Yeah, it's glitchy like pop trap. Like that's the best way I could put it. Like the sample use is really cool. You can like there's like 2 songs that are finished, There's like only one song that's actually a song, but the rest of them are like, demos. You can fucking tell which one are demos. Oh my god. There is one song where the bass is so crazy. I was listening to my car. I had to turn it down. In fear of the speakers blowing out.
That's so funny.
I'm not even kidding. It is so uncompressed and crazy, but like some songs in that are fucking wild. Luke, I have a feeling you would really enjoy the leak, whatever the fuck it's called.
Maybe I'll need to tune in and check it out.
It's short. It's like 30 some minutes, and it's just like kind of all killer, no filler. Just like really fun, happy, just like poppy trap with like glitch elements in it. It just sounds. I get the hype for J. Paul.
That sounds
now.
pretty cool.
I understand it. I feel like you'd like it.
I've heard a lot of good things about J. Paul. You know what I've been listening to lately? Like re-listening to, and I know it's like the most generic thing in the world to be like, it's a fucking amazing album, but dude, Blonde by Frank Ocean is like it's like kind of perfect. It's kind of insane.
I enjoy Blonde. I do not think I've listened to it front to back in a long time. Like, I remember listening, like, there's like,
dude, in 2016, that's like all I fucking listened to.
That's the thing. Like, I feel like, how Jesus died and it's like BC AD, like before Christ, after death. That's in my head.
I don't think that's what it actually means.
Yeah, it is. Well, now it's BCE, before Common Era. So but before Christ and then after death. That's what BC and AD stand for. So there's BC and AD. For me, it's like death grips, right?
Yeah.
I swear to God, that's what it stands for. It's death grips for me. So it's before death grips, after death grips. Everything before death grips was just kind of blurred to me. Like, I didn't remember it at all. So, and I listened to Blonde in that era. I've not listened to Blonde front to back in like a hot minute. Like, I might not even remember what it sounds like.
BC is before Christ. AD is not
AD.
after death. It is Anno Domini, which stands for in the year of our Lord.
Well, same shit. Anyway.
Yeah.
But same shit, different smell. But my point is, I've not listened to Blonde now. I'm curious what my thoughts would be on it. Like,
it's like
some
one of those
bangers, bro.
albums where like I get why it's so popular and I get why everyone likes it because it's like pretty R&B singing and like stuff
around
like
the city,
that.
around the club.
But it's like so expertly made as well. Like, it's kind of fucking unbelievable. And I think Frank
The
Ocean
story
fans,
behind it is fucking awesome too.
I understand. Did you know that he actually scammed his record label?
Damn, is good. Fuck him.
The thing with Blonde that really gets to me is that his fans are like, dude, we need music right now. Frank Ocean hates his fucking fans. Jackson has talked about that, and it's a little annoying. Don't get me wrong. It's
There's a slander. Annoying. I'm waiting for it. One of the members is gone. We need some slander.
It's a little annoying that he fucking hates his fans. Trust me, I agree. However, I'm content with no music ever coming out ever again because that album's really fucking good. And Endless is also really good as well.
We talked about Travis Scott's Utopia, the 5-year wait. The fucking, what are we going on now? Like, we're on like 6 or 7 now, right?
7.
Yeah, we're going on 7 years since Frank Ocean music. Like, no matter what happens, he's like kind of built up this allure as such like this godly music figure. Like, I think he's only gonna. Unfortunately, he's only gonna disappoint.
I be listening to the.
If he makes an album that's better than Blonde after, like, let's be honest, probably 10 years is when the album's gonna come out. Like, oh my god, he will go down as like fucking, like one of the greatest artists of all time.
Bro is the D'Angelo of our time. Do you know
D'Angelo Wallace?
No, not D'Angelo Wallace.
You sure?
D'Angelo. Do you not know D'Angelo?
D'Angelo. Who the fuck is D'Angelo, bro?
D'Angelo. He's like, he made Brown Sugar, Voodoo, like Black Messiah.
What are you saying?
Do you not know the D'Angelo? He's like an artist. He's like a musician.
D'Angelo. Oh wait, D'Angelo. Oh wait, him. What is this?
D'Angelo is known for like making some of the best albums, but he only releases every like he released Brown Sugar.
1995 and then 2000 and then 2014. Holy shit.
Dude never drops, but people fucking love his music. So
I've never fucking heard of this guy. Huh.
I've never heard him either, but I've just heard that people fucking love him, and I've been told multiple times that I would love. He makes neo soul and funk and stuff like that. No, but yeah, dude has consistent discography. Brown Sugar 3.86 on Rate Your Music. Voodoo 4.0. This is out of 5 as well. Black Messiah 3.95. People love this guy. Yeah, consistent.
God damn, shout out to D'Angelo, bro.
Dude takes
not
his
Wallace.
time.
D'Angelo, the regular D'Angelo.
Yeah.
Interesting. Very interesting. We out here as fuck, gang. We talk about music and shit. Travis Scott. Can we finally admit Travis Scott, like Utopia, like 10 out of 10? Can we finally admit it? It's been long enough.
Can we finally admit
It's been
Travis
long
Scott's
enough.
dick is kind of big?
It's pretty big, bro. I saw him in that all white shit he was performing. Shit, bro. Whew. God damn. Brother brought Kanye.
You guys know that one voice clip where it goes, "Oh my god,
Oh my god.
oh my god," and he like moves.
Luke,
his
what do you
mouth
think
like,
about him bringing out Kanye West at Circus Maximus?
Oh, he did that.
Yeah. You didn't see?
No, I heard about it. I just was playing dumb.
Oh, I see. I
I feel a certain way about it. I'm still gonna listen to that shit though.
I saw a post on there's like some rap Twitter, but it was like Kanye has a rumored new album coming out in October, and then it had like details that would like quote unquote leaked details that I was looking at it, and there's like, oh, it sounds like My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, and like it's expected to be this long, and then secretly halfway through it's just like controversial comments about Jewish people, parentheses, not anti-Semitic, and then just continues like, SZA is rumored to be on it. All right, you just kind of snuck that in there.
That'd be like if Eminem made an album and they're like, breaking news on the Eminem album. It's coming out this September. It's got like 25 songs on it. He says the N-word. Travis Scott's gonna be on it.
From the grave.
Juice WRLD's making a comeback. He's alive.
Back to the grave, dude. They need to stop making music for Juice WRLD, like, bro. Like, if you
It's
didn't
like
know
the
he was
XX
dead,
Tentacion. Like, how are they still making music of X, dude?
if you didn't
what
know
the hell?
that, if you didn't know Juice WRLD passed away, how the fuck would you like? I would not blame someone at all if someone was like, "Oh my god, I can't wait to go see Juice WRLD in concert. He's releasing a new album." I honestly would not blame that person because they put out so much fucking music under this dead kid's name. Like, oh my god, like. I get that he had X amount of demos or whatever the fuck, but like, hey man, maybe they stay demos for reasons. So I'm gonna say, bro. Hot take, guys. Posthumous albums are kind of stinky unless spoken otherwise by the artist. That's my take.
Yeah.
Hot take here on the Good Up Podcast, everyone.
Yeah. I mean, when did X die? I'm looking this up. Hold on.
I remember at my grocery store job. So this was at least 2019. I remember like in the break room at my grocery store job when everyone was like, "Oh my god, XXX Tentacion died."
He died
like,
in 2018.
Oh my god.
And
Damn. Like,
his
who is
most
that?
recent single was this year. How the fuck do you have
Give me
5?
crickets.
Dude, all right. Maybe this is a controversial statement. Maybe this is controversial. I'm sorry. X was not that good to be making 5 years worth of posthumous music, dude.
I never really listened to XXX like that. Like I've listened, some like the big songs, like what's it called, Jocelyn Flores or something like that.
That album is awful.
I don't think I've ever listened to a front to back. I've just known. I knew it's kind of like, funny enough, it's kind of like 6ix9ine. You know, more. I know more of him as this, like, what's the word? Like this infamous figure rather than like this musical artist. You know.
He made a song called Sad, where the lyrics are about if you break up with him, he's gonna kill himself.
Facts. All right. Taylor Swift enjoyer. I like it. I like it.
Man, we're just gonna have to call this episode Music 2 because we talked about music again.
Jackson, I'm gonna say it. The worst title of all time. I'm sorry. This is the test if he listens, right? The worst episode title of all time. Like,
You think so?
yeah, what else could be worse? Except maybe leaving it blank. Music. I wonder what they talk about.
Well, I think it's more so funny because he was like, oh, well, we talk about music, so like that was a brainstorm.
I think it was funnier because like when he did that, I was like, Jackson, this is the 3rd time you've done word 3 exclamation points.
At
He
least
did it for a bonus.
At least
and
whenever
then he did it for like a main.
Dude, at least whenever I come up with a bad title that you guys turn me down on, it's always like really long and convoluted, and it's like at least it's
I'd
creative.
rather it be long and convoluted than music.
Dude, it's a fucking
This
Playboy
episode is going to
Cardi.
be titled "Words." Everyone.
Words.
No, not, see that'd be clever. No, just words.
We can't title it
God.
Words.
We're not gonna title it words. I'll think of something funny. I'm a big fan of puns. If you get a little punny, blip on the radar. Big fan of that one actually.
Blip on the radar is good. All right,
on the
let's
radar.
brainstorm a pun for this episode.
Okay, so what have we talked about today? We talked about George Clinton's Ooh Rap I Yah.
We
talked about
we could name it
you smell
Jay and
spots.
Jackson or something like that.
Jay. There's got to be.
Could we make a joke about that or like?
What's a go to Simpsons television?
I just thought of a
title
really
that
funny
became
one,
after
but I'm
that.
not gonna.
Is it fucked up?
I just thought of a really fucked up one, but I think it'll be funny. Censor it if you think it's fucked up, but I'll tell you right now.
Cover your mouth and just say it.
Jew Electronica.
That brother.
That's funny though, isn't it?
Brother.
I told you it's funny, but we can't do that. We can't.
What are the odds, man? What are the odds I do it, bro?
But all right, what are the odds out of 50? What are the odds?
Oh, I'm not gonna blacklist our channel for a funny.
No, we out of all right, 200.
I'll think. All right,
200.
all right 200. Wait,
All
am I
right.
picking the number?
No, we're both picking the number. That's how it works.
Okay.
All right.
Well, no, like, are you? Is it what are the odds I do it or what are the odds you do?
What
it?
are the odds you do it?
Okay, gotcha. All right,
So
I'll
pick
do it
the
out
number.
of 200.
200.
I'll do 200.
Okay, all right. 3,
All right.
2, 1, 47.
1.
All right. 1.
I lost a 1 out of 1,000 doing that, so it's a risky move, man.
You lost?
Yeah, did I not bring this up?
No.
Oh, dude, I was at my grocery store job with this kid named Eli. I was training him, and it was like I was teaching him what the odds are, and he was like, "Oh, let's do." And we literally spent the entire 6-hour shift doing what are the odds. And the last one was like, "Dude, you got to make a big one." I'm like, he's like, "What are the odds you quit your job?" I'm like, I'll do it out of 1,000. He's like 3, 2, 1. We both said 1. I was so mad.
Did you do it?
No, I told him I was like, as rules go, you get one official. I'm not doing that, and that was my one official. I'm not doing that.
Is it official forever, or is it with the said person that you do it with?
It's said person. It's like, well, I mean, it depends on how you play it. Some people instate the 2 rule. So if you do if you do it out of 2, then it means it gets done either way.
Okay.
Some people play it like that. I usually, for my moral standards, my one official, I'm not doing that. I bit my tongue when I did that. Oh my god.
Is it bleeding?
Bleeding? No, I think we're okay. Damn, I thought I actually bit some of my tongue off. Holy fuck. What was I talking about? Jay Electronica? Yeah. Cool guy.
He loves people that
He
celebrate
loves a
Hanukkah.
certain race of people.
Yeah. All right, what's a good pun?
It was a Jewish doctor.
It was a Jewish doctor.
I gotta start busting that out. That is so funny, dude.
Gosh, what
It was a Jewish doctor.
What was? I'm not gonna say the race.
It's time to kick off Shriek Week
With
Luke.
what's a good pun?
I don't know. I'll think of something in post.
We
We'll
can,
think of
no,
something.
we gotta think of it right now. Well, how about this? We just talked about odds.
We'll name it Shriek Week.
Shriek Week.
You know what I'm referring to when I say that?
Oh, what if we called it 100% Electronica?
Ooh. That's pretty good.
Yeah, you
Okay.
like that?
All right.
You like that?
I'm convinced. All right.
That's
all
good.
right.
Yeah,
got a
that's
good
good.
pun.
All right, and now we should
Buddy got a good pun.
now we should officially end it by playing a what are the odds? So what are the odds we end this episode?
2.
All right. 3, 2,
3,
1,
2, 1, 1.